Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are well, healthy, happy and safe at your home. Students, today we are going to study the first poem of class 10, Dust of Snow, written by a famous poet, Robert Frost. This poem guides a person who has lost all his hopes and is sad, depressed and frustrated. Students, sometimes we all encounter a difficult situation in our life which is unavoidable and due to which we feel depressed and helpless. But at that sad moment, a simple incident, a simple and small moment, even a good gesture can play a vital role to change our mood from sad to happy. And that ends up in bringing a huge positive change in our future. This is exactly what the poet Robert Frost wants to convey through this very short poem, which has a larger and deeper significance. So without wasting our time, let's start. In this video, we will be studying about the poet, the detailed explanation of the poem, the poetic devices, and in the end, the theme or message of the poem. Now let's talk about this exceptional poet Robert Frost, who needs no introduction. Robert Frost was American poet who was born in 1874 and died in 1963. He was a romantic poet of English literature. Students, here the word romantic doesn't mean that romance that we see in the movies, but it means that Robert Frost was a great lover of nature and he is known for his appreciation of beauty of nature, and he is widely known for his depiction of rural life in New England. His first poem, My Butterfly, was published in New York Independence, which gave him the status of a professional writer. Next, Robert Frost was the only poet to win 4 Pulitzer Prizes. He was also nominated for Nobel Prize in English Literature 31 times. Yes, 31 times. His famous poems include The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Fire and Ice, Mending Wool, etc. And this famous poem, Dust of Snow, which we are going to read, was published in 1923 in the collection of New Hampshire, which gave him the one of 4 Pulitzer Prizes. Now let's read the poem with line by line explanation. The way a crow shook down on me, dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Students, the way means the manner. Crow, आपको पता ही है कौवा होता है, but the main thing is that it is considered as a sign of ill omen. लोग जो है इसको अपशकुन मानते हैं. Shook down means to make something fall, कुछ गिरा देना. Me here refers to the poet. Dust of snow means small particles of snow. This line tells us that the poem has been set in the winter season. Hemlock is the name of a poisonous tree with white flowers. Has given my heart a change of mood. These lines tells us that the poet is not in a good mood. He is very upset. The word rude means regret करना किसी बात पर दुखी होना, किसी बात पर पश्चाताप करना. So students, in this one sentence, 8 lines poem, the poet wants to tell us that once it was winter season, he was feeling very depressed and he was sitting under a hemlock tree. All of a sudden, a crow who was sitting on the same tree shook off the dust of snow on the poet. This small activity of the crow and the soft and cold touch of snow changed the poet's mood from sad to happy. The poet at once felt refreshed and felt guilty that he was just wasting his time. And he felt motivated, and later he decided to enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of his life. So students, आपने देखा कि कैसे क्रो की एक स्मॉल एक्टिविटी ने पोएट के मूड को चेंज कर दिया. So the poet wants to highlight on the theme that nothing in life is small. Even trivial things, even simple and small movement can bring a huge positive change in someone's life. ये जो सिंपल एक्टिविटी है ये किसी की स्मॉल हेल्प भी हो सकती है, किसी सम एक्ट ऑफ काइंडनेस भी हो सकती है, गुड जेस्चर भी हो सकता है. सो द पोएट वांट्स टू टेल द रीडर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ गिविंग ए हेल्पिंग हैंड टू ईच अदर. द सेकेंड थीम इज दैट द रिलेशनशिप ऑफ ह्यूमन कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज विद नेचर. स्टूडेंट्स, आपने पोएम में देखा कि कैसे जो पोएट है बहुत अपसेट है और कैसे जो जैसे ही बर्फ जो है पोएट के ऊपर गिरती है तो उसका मूड जो है टोटली चेंज हो जाता है. तो द पोएट वांट्स टू टेल द रीडर दैट कि नेचर ऑलवेज मोटिवेट्स द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स इन डिफिकल्ट टाइम. नेचर ऑलवेज फिल ह्यूमन माइंड विद पॉजिटिव वाइब्स. नेक्स्ट, students, the poet has used the crow, dust, hemlock which are a symbol of death, doom and trouble. crow है, crow को हम अपशकुन मानते हैं. dust है, dust के बारे में कहा जाता है कि ह्यूमन बींग्स को एक दिन मिट्टी में मिल जाना है, तो इन दैट सेंस dust is also a symbol of death. hemlock tree is also very dangerous to human life, so it is also a symbol of death. These three symbols are considered to bring death and trouble. But students, in the end, we observe in the end of the poem, we observe that कि nothing unpleasant happens with the poem. Just opposite occurs in the poem. Rather, the poet felt motivated, he felt refreshed and decided to enjoy the rest of his life. So the poet wants to make us understand that the world is not as how we see it, but it is as how we want to see it. We want to see the glass as being half or as being empty. It depends on a person's attitude that makes all the difference. स्टूडेंट्स, कहते हैं ना कि भला बुरा ना कोई किसी से कहलाते हैं, दृष्टि में श्रम गुण दोष नजर आते हैं. कोई कमल को खिला देखता है कीचड़ में तो किसी को चांद में भी दाग नजर आता है. सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन ए पर्सन्स एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स लाइफ दैट मेक्स ऑल द डिफरेंस इन लाइफ. सो नाउ इट्स टाइम टू discuss the poetic devices. Students, first of all we will take the rhyming scheme. देखिए यहाँ पर जो क्रो है, आपका क्रो जो है ये स्नो से मैच, राइमिंग जो साउंड है मैच हो रही है, इसको हम ए राइमिंग स्कीम दे देते हैं. तो क्रो से स्नो से मैच हो रहा है तो ये भी आपका ए होगा. अब यहाँ पर देखिए मी राइम हो रहा है आपका ट्री से. यहाँ पर हार्ट जो है पार्ट से, तो यहाँ पर हम राइमिंग का नाम दे देंगे सी. मूड यहाँ डी एंड सी. सो our rhyming scheme becomes AB, AB, CD, CD. Next poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound in the same line. यहाँ पर देखिए इस लाइन में आपका जो है repetition of consonant sound है H H. And the same repetition of consonant sound is here S S. तो यहाँ पर भी आपका alliteration यूज हुआ है. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sound in the same line. Next poetic device is आपका यहाँ पर देखिए shook down on me. तो यहाँ पर जो ओ साउंड जो है आपकी काफी प्रोमिनेंट है. तो ये जो पोएटिक एग्जांपल रिपीटिशन ऑफ वोवल साउंड इन द सेम लाइन इज कॉल्ड द एजोनेंस. नेक्स्ट है आपका एंजाममेंट. स्टूडेंट्स, एंजाममेंट इज ए पोएटिक डिवाइस व्हेन lines in a poetry moves on to the next line without any punctuation mark. अब यहाँ पर देखिए, यहाँ पर द वे एक प्रो कोई पंचुएशन मार्क नहीं है, कोई फुल स्टॉप नहीं है. फुल स्टॉप आपको सिर्फ लास्ट में नजर आता है. तो व्हेन लाइन्स इन ए पोएट्री मूव्स ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट लाइन विदाउट एनी पंचुएशन मार्क, दैट पोएटिक डिवाइस इज कॉल्ड एंजाममेंट. So students, I hope you understood well the explanation of this poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost, and I will be back soon with the explanation of the second beautiful poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Thank you. Have a nice day.